Another day, another coffee shop. This time though, we went for a hot latte instead of a cold one because it's gross outside, you'll see. But today we are doing another day in the life, this time on the new OnePlus 7. It's a great rainy day here in New York City on a Sunday, and so I am back in the office working. And I've been here for a while and I haven't checked the battery with you guys yet, so let's just do that real fast. It is 2 o'clock. I took this off at 9 a.m. as I usually do, and we are at 77%. Now the first thing I want to talk about with this phone is that front-facing camera. You know, I know this is not the first device with this like pop-up camera thing, but it is the first device here in the States that has it, and it happens to be the first device that I've ever used with it, and I'm enamored by it. Now having a pop-up camera like this has a number of benefits. Obviously, there's no notch, there's no camera at all visible whenever you're using the phone, but also it means that they can put a much larger sensor in there and a much larger camera, which in this case means a better camera to me. Now, I've been using this for a little bit, and I actually like using the face unlock on here more than the in-screen fingerprint reader. Like, the in-screen fingerprint reader is almost like my backup, where the pop-up camera and that face unlock is my main way of unlocking the device. All you do is push the power button, it pops up for a split second, recognizes you, and goes back down. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed. Oh, can we just talk about the sound for a second? Just listen. So good. Something else I'm kind of excited about that they did with this phone was we now have 3 cameras on the back instead of our 2. We have an ultra wide, we have a wide, regular, whatever you want to call it, and a 3x telephoto lens. I've said this before, I'm a big fan of having multiple lenses on my phone. 3 is great. If I could, just have like 10 back here. Just all sorts of lenses, I wouldn't care because I like being able to use those different lenses to frame different shots. It's the same thing, as I've said before, if you're using like a lens, like on a real camera, you can have a wide shot, a telephoto, a super telephoto, all these different things. So I appreciate that they did that. By the way, this screen is beautiful. So first off, it's an OLED screen. So we have like deep blacks, bright colors, all that fun stuff that you get with OLED. But they also managed to make it a 90 Hertz panel. And it may not sound like a big deal, but you notice it when you're like swiping around and when you're, scrolling through Twitter, Instagram, anything like that, it's just super smooth. And of course, if you know OnePlus, like they optimize the crap out of their operating system, Oxygen OS. So it basically wins every speed test on the internet ever. This is what I mean, right? When you open an app on it versus on any other device or scroll around or do things, it just does it faster. And that's thanks to that optimizations. But because of that 90 Hertz, it does seem even faster than normal. Let's check back in on the battery. It is 4:40 p.m. We're at 56%. And to dinner, but really quick, I want to talk about something. This little physical slider that OnePlus always has that does like ring, vibrate, and silent, I love that. I think it's great, but I think on this one it's a little looser than normal. I'm noticing at least that whenever I put it in my pocket on vibrate, by the time I take it out again, it's on ring. Just finished dinner with these lovely people. And now we're gonna head out, do some low light shots with this thing, but let's check in on the battery as we do. It is 9:23 p.m. and we are at 30%. That's it, end of the night. Let's check the battery real quick. Not too bad. It's not like crazy P30 Pro territory, but it's definitely good, and it lasted me the whole day, and I used it a lot, if we're honest. It is 12:18, and we just hit the 15% mark. I like this phone. There's something about it that just feels more luxurious, and I mean that in a way of like, you know, like we have the curved screen now. It's an OLED screen. It's a 90 hertz OLED screen, which means like, you know, the luxurious feeling that I'm talking about is not just from like this nice material and the color and like the, you know, the way that they've curved the screen and all that. It's also like the way you use the software. It just feels super snappy and smooth, usually as OnePlus does, but that 90 hertz screen adds that little extra, which is pretty cool. The pop-up camera is a nice way of, you know, I mean, I don't care as much about notches or pinholes, but it's a nice way to get rid of that if you care about that. But to me, the more important thing is that pop-up camera gives me a better sensor for my selfies, which I'm into. And the fact that this top model that I have here with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage is $749. Now, yes, in OnePlus terms, we are creeping higher and higher, it seems. But again, that's the top model, not the lowest one. The lowest one I think is $669 maybe. But it's still less than the equivalent flagship. So there's still at least a gap between OnePlus and all the other flagships out there. There, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Always love to hear from you. Check out the rest of my channel if you like what you see there. Please subscribe and ding the bell next to where subscribe so you get notified when I do new videos. Also, there's a link below to subscribe to my email newsletter. It goes out once a week. It sends out all the videos, but it also sends out tips and tricks and other things that I do on the website. They don't necessarily make it here to video, so please subscribe to that as well. I appreciate it. As always, though, regardless, thanks for watching.